What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Subie Shades video with me on a beautiful day. Hashtag Team All Blade and hashtag No Blade Left Behind. Come on in, throw me a Subie smile, and all I gotta say is squad goals. Thank you for being here, for clicking today's video, and for joining me. Hopefully, wherever you're watching from, you're drinking something delicious, you're sitting in a comfy chair, and you're ready for a shave. I know I am. I'm super excited. Today, we're gonna be talking about highlighting and showcasing the brand new Yaqi Ghost Razor sets, and we're gonna be doing it as a battle shave. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna be talking about their brand new, this is the 70, and it is a scalloped bar Ghost, and how it compares and contrasts to their 90 flat bar. This is again another Ghost, and we're going to be doing that today on the Dome. But I can tell you, based on the face shave, it was phenomenal. I really enjoyed the way both razors shaved, and I think if you're a person that's been using the 70 razor, right, I think you're actually going to enjoy a little bit more blade fill from both of these and a little bit more efficiency based on, again, just on the face shave. I am thrilled to have the chance and an opportunity to talk about these two razors with you today on channel, and I'm thrilled to have you here. It's going to be an awesome shave. We're going to be using Cosmic Christmas Cookie. It's one of those ones that I absolutely love this time of year, right? It just gets me excited because it's like festive. It's a festive scent. It smells really nice, and it smells like something you just pulled out of the oven. It smells like sugar cookies. It's really, really beautiful. It has a very, very deep and like sweet scent to it, but the vanilla to it really helps lift the scent, in my opinion. Again, Cosmic Christmas Cookie by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements. Absolutely awesome soap, and it is got like dark because of the activated charcoal, but you don't really notice it as you're lathering. At least I haven't. It kind of is a little bit darker, but let me show you here. It's just like barely gray. Look at the lather today. Absolutely gorgeous stuff. We'll see if we can get a little extra today, but wow, really, look at this. Take a look, shiny, slick, and ready for a shave. Now, I did that with the brand new Yaqi, and this is their brand new Yaqi synthetic brush. I grabbed their other Carmel handle. So these are both the Carmel handle, right? To kind of show that they are different. They are unique. Take a look here. The turn on them is very different, but based on the way that the waves shift in color and kind of like move around on the brush. Absolutely awesome that each one you buy, right, is going to be a little bit different. I think it really stands out that you have your own like beautiful brush. This brush in my hand here, the brush actual knot is really dense. I noticed it had quite a bit of backbone to it. It likes to grab soap. I can tell you that much. It really likes to grab soap, and then it releases and sprays beautifully. If you're a person that likes the G5 series, I think this is absolutely as good, in my opinion. Yaqi has always been really good with synthetic knots. I've never had a problem with one of their knots. Their early ones kind of deformed, but these recent ones, they just paint so nicely, and they maintain and retain their shape for a long time. Even when you're dumping them in hot water and stuff, they stay with the same shape, which I really personally appreciate. Awesome brush handle. Let's start some shaving. I'm really excited. We're gonna start with the brand new 70 and scallop bar variation of their Ghost razor lineup. I really like this razor a lot because the 70 for me was always just a tad mild, right? It's very forgiving, but I always just kind of wondered what it would feel like with a little bit more blade fill. The scallop bar kind of helps the lather get through the bar so that your skin can contact the razor blade a little sooner in the swipe. At least that's how it's felt. You can see this stroke just absolutely annihilated the stubble. Look at this. Beautiful. It's very smooth. The 70 standard, the flat bar variation, very smooth razor. So I never wondered to myself if it would maintain smoothness. What I was really questioning was, is the angle different? And are you getting any additional like performance or efficiency with their brand new the scallop bar? Take a look here. Take a look. You can see absolutely close, comfortable. It's flowing really nicely. It has more fill to it for sure. If you're a person that likes the 70 because of the limited fill, or you're a person that has very sensitive skin, right? I feel like this razor is probably a little bit more aggressive. I just want to call that out. Be straight up honest here. For me, it's a little bit more aggressive. It was that way on the face, but it's not unforgiving. And I feel like that's really the difference here, is the 90 almost felt like it was going to nick me on the face, at least, right? On the face, that's the truth. It was a little bit efficient to the point where I was like, okay, I have to have good form. Whereas this razor, the 70, doesn't feel like you have to have good form, but it's still giving me ample blade fill. I would say that this razor comes in probably still as a very like high mild or low medium razor now with the scallop bar. It's really interesting that a scallop bar can have that much of an effect Man, is it smooth. This is my first shave ever with both razors. I want to call that out. So my thoughts and opinions, maybe, they're just kind of going off the feel of it now. But take a look here. It's absolutely close. It's really comfortable. And it's really easy to find that angle. I do feel like the original Ghost without the scallops, it likes to be at one specific angle, right? But that angle may be hard for people to find because of how mild it is. This razor with the scallops actually just increases that fill a little bit more so that you're able to find the angle faster. That's at least my opinion in the matter. I feel like I'm able to, it's like the same angle, but I'm able to find it easier and like more consistently. Adding a little bit more weight to it's also helping with efficiency, right? Because the original one is in titanium and it definitely like that light fill to it along with how mild it is, right? This is a little bit heavier, it's a little chunkier, and we've added those scallops. I'm definitely getting more fill out of it. And look at the performance. That was on 3 days, 72 hours of growth. I can't make that growth just, disappear like, magic. So you can see, look at how close that is. Absolutely beautiful razor and a fantastic shaver. I honestly, when I was doing the face shave side by side, I kind of preferred the scallop bar to the 90. We're going to see how it feels on the dome today, but the 90 for me, yeah. It's crazy. It has consistently more fill and more efficiency per stroke. It's not aggressive, but I would say it definitely is in the middle of a medium aggressiveness just by going up to the 90. It's still very smooth. It's still very comfortable. And if you're like a person that's you wet shaved before or you have a little bit more experience under your belt, right? This razor is not going to be like intimidating most likely. But I think if you're like a person that has sensitive skin, yeah, this razor for me at least is sitting on that more medium to high medium mark of efficiency. It's very similar if you look at the Sentinel razor, right? They offered that in a lot of different gaps. And for me, I found that like the more low end of that spectrum, it was like probably just a little too inefficient, right? It was smooth, just wasn't as good for me as the 1.35. And the 1.5 gets kind of unforgiving. Take a look at this. Take a look at this. It's mowing it down. I do feel like you have a little bit more angle that you can manipulate, right? Which I like. I actually really enjoy being able to get in there and manipulate a different angle with the Ghost. Take a look here. I'm actually experiencing something that I didn't experience on the other side, and that is around my ears. It's a little taller. So it's a little bit more, just a little more challenging to get right here around my ears. That's interesting. Very, very close shaver regardless. Both razors are extremely easy to use. Very, very, very smooth. And I feel like for the money, right? Both razors are going for like $30 as just the head. So for $30, you're getting a stainless steel, beautifully mirror polished razor, which you can really use any handle that fits a standard metric handle, right? But they offer a ton of variations and options on their website. I can say this side by side right now with the Battle Shave. This side feels smoother to me than this side, which is crazy, right? That's the thing is I think I actually got a smoother shave from the 70 than I did the 90 just because the way it feels on the skin, the angle. I feel like everything kind of just works with that gap setup on the Ghost razor. The way that the profile sits, right? If you look at this profile on the razor versus this profile on the razor, I just feel like the profile fits better on my skin with this razor. Now, I'm not speaking for sure, so let's get lathered up. Let's find out if one can take off any lather or stubble from the other one. I'll see you guys after I'm all lathered up. I'm not going to lie to you guys. That was like lathering a balloon. It was really hard to get the soap to stick to my head again. But we're going to grab ourselves the 90 Ghost and we're going to do some cross passes. I'm really excited to see how they shave side by side. And if the 90 can take anything off and if it feels, irritative or aggressive or, just kind of see. This razor side by side is strange. It feels absolutely like there's nothing there on my head. That is crazy. It is I'm not picking up any lather or stubble at all. And you can see it's just gliding just effortlessly. Take a look here. The blade is in there. Take a look. The blade is in there. But it's just going nice and smooth right through that lather because there's nothing there. The 70 variation of that razor gave me such a smooth, easygoing shave. And I just kind of wonder almost if the change in the profile, right, is kind of throwing me off. Because I've used their 70 so many times now. I've probably used the 70 8 or 9 times. And this is the first time I've used the 90. But you can see, take a look. I'm not seeing anything in that lather. And that's what it felt like on the face. I feel like I didn't get anything off of the face either as I was shaving. So that's just my take on it. I'm not really sure. My skin science here, the YMMV situation, for me, look at this. I mean, look at how close the shave was, and we didn't get anything off of the 90. That's all the 70. I really like this razor a lot. I like the scallops. I actually think if I was to have to choose out of the three of them, I think the scallop variation is my favorite, to be really honest. Let's get some swipes done. Oh my goodness. You see how it is more aggressive for sure. It is strange, but the blade feel to it helps kind of get the angle perfect. It's so easy to find the angle on this razor. It's very, very smooth. Again, I think I prefer this version of the Ghost razor. Just my personal opinion here. I really like both razors. To be honest, I think both are phenomenal. If I was trying to whack down like my beard, I probably would reach for the 90 gap. To be really honest, for just flow and so that nothing gets like built up. But as far as if I'm just trying to shave even like 3-4 days of growth here, I'm gonna have no problems picking that up and knocking it down with the brand new scallop bar variation. I mean, I can almost hear, listen to this. You can hear it just carving across the skin. We may have gotten some stubble off. We may have gotten just a little bit. I may have missed one little spot, but you can see, even if I've missed that tiniest little bit of a spot, I find it with this razor and knock it down. I like that variation a lot. I think both razors kill. They're phenomenal. They're shaving way above their price tag. And I think Yaqi has gone above and beyond at really making sure that the razors are being manufactured at a better tolerance. They're coming to us, first serve as no revisions. Before, back a long time ago, right, every one of these razors would have been revised several times. Whereas now they're revising them to just make them more efficient or to change their profile a bit. But as far as we're not seeing, recalls and things like that, they have really increased their quality tolerances. And I just love seeing them turn out such beautiful pieces of shave art. Oh, this was fantastic. I think if I were to say which razor I prefer personally, right, YMMV, Subie, save us a little money, which one to choose. For me, if you're like me, right, I really like the fill and the smoothness to the scallop bar. And I like that it doesn't, really go away from that original performance. The little skin sensitivity I'm having is on this side of my head, not this side. I can actually feel the 90 maybe gave me just a little bit more irritation than the 70 did. And the 70 cut closer, and I would say it actually cut more consistently for me, right? I could feel it easier on the skin. That's the best way to say it. I could feel it just a little easier. If I were to sit them both down and say, which one's for me for the daily routine, I'm going to say I prefer this one. I love the way that this shaves, and I think it outperformed the other razor just hands down, in my personal opinion. I like the smoothness. I liked it definitely lended to the blade angle with adding the extra fill to it. Both razors are phenomenal. Both are absolutely, in my opinion, they're worth picking up. But if you're really limited or wanting to maintain kind of a smoother and keep the performance portion of things, I think this is the way to go. Awesome shave, beautifully close, and I loved having you here for it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to get out and enjoy a perfect shave, and until I see y'all again, suits